Most runners who try to build muscle do it the wrong way, and they end up getting slower, more fatigued, and honestly just unhappy with how they look. I've been running for 7 years and lifting for 3. And throughout my time training, I have made the exact same mistake with trying to build muscle as a runner. So in this video, you're going to learn why bodybuilding lifting doesn't work for runners, what runner lifting is, and which one's gonna be the best for your goals. The biggest mistake that most runners make when they wanna build muscle is that they train like a bodybuilder. Why do they train like a bodybuilder? Because unfortunately, most of the fitness industry is geared towards bodybuilding. If you Google, YouTube, whatever, how to build muscle, it's gonna take you to some bodybuilding like program or some channel, some influencer, and they're gonna tell you to lift like this and lift like a bodybuilder, isolation moves and whatnot. And while that's great for bodybuilding, it doesn't work for everyone. Bodybuilding lifting is for bodybuilders, right? It's in the name, bodybuilding lifting. It's not made for runners or everyone else who just wants a normal like physique where they can just go to the beach, go to the pool over summer, take their shirt off and feel confident, right? The whole goal of bodybuilding isn't to build a physique that can perform and run fast. No, the goal of bodybuilding is to make as much muscle as possible. So if you're a bodybuilder, great, that's specific to you and your needs. But if you're anyone else that's a runner or just some person just trying to get into lifting, that's when things can go wrong. So if you're a runner who wants to build lean muscle, lift heavy weights that support your training and your quality of life, link in the description down below. I included a link to my free ebook. Go check it out. It's a guide packed with all the information you need as a runner to start building muscle today. It's got training plans, a way to track your lifts, as well as how to warm up, lifts, and exercise selection, etc., etc. Go check it out, completely free. It's gonna save you so much time. So what happens when a runner tries a style of lifting is that they just hit a wall, right? Because bodybuilding lifting, it's very fatiguing. There's a lot of volume involved, a lot of frequency. Like you're going to the gym 5 to 7 days per week. That's not really abnormal in the bodybuilding community. But if you're someone who's already like running like 20, 40, 70, 90, maybe like 100 plus miles a week, then that's going to be an issue. And that just leads to overtraining and burnout. The average Joe, like sure, they'll be affected by this, but if you're a runner, like this is going to be horrible for you. This is what stops you from being able to run fast. And honestly, when I first got into lifting, this is the exact stuff I followed. I figured that all I could do was start bodybuilding because all these people on YouTube were like bodybuilders. That's all I saw. I never had someone that knew my needs that was a runner who got into lifting. So I followed all these different influencers online and they told me to do like a 5 to 6 day push-pull leg split or the upper lower, full body, like 5, 6 days a week. So I did all those. I was program hopping. I was making zero progress. My run times went down. I stopped running because I thought that was the limiting factor in my gains. And sure, I was gaining muscle, I was gaining strength, but my cardio went down, my health went down, my attraction to the opposite sex went down as well because my face got puffy, I lost my abs, and that just pisses me off because there's no information out there for guys like us. And this is exactly what pisses me off with the current state of things right now in the fitness industry, is you got the bodybuilding community that's like spouting all this BS and nonsense about how you must train like a bodybuilder to build muscle, and that's the only way to be attractive and aesthetic, when you just end up getting super bulky and unattractive and slower and you can't really enjoy any other areas of life and fitness. And then you have the opposite side of the spectrum with the running community saying like, don't lift weights, just do hills, that's all you need, be skinny, like drop as much weight as possible to run fast. Like I'm working with this client right now and I mean, he's like what, like 5'9", and he used to be like 140, 150 pounds, completely healthy race weight to be at. And then his coach wanted him to drop 20 pounds of muscle. And he got to 10 and felt super weak and had to stop there. Isn't that fucking insane how the running community is spouting like you need to lose all this muscle? Like he wasn't even like a bulky guy. He just had lean muscle in him that worked with his training. But they don't acknowledge that. They just think muscle is bad, drop as much weight as possible and become super skinny. Like no, that's not the mindset that we should be in. We should be lifting in a way that supports our training, that builds strength, and that makes us feel good and look good so we feel confident and just want to crush all of our workouts after that. And what makes me really passionate about this topic is I've been this person before where I was running competitively for high school and college and almost quit running altogether because I've heard the same nonsense from the running community saying like, you shouldn't be lifting, don't lift weights. I felt skinny, I felt weak, I felt just insecure in my body and just unhappy with how it looked and felt. And then the bodybuilding community just makes it worse by pushing this idea that you must like lift like a bodybuilder to build more muscle. That's the best way to train, which in reality it's not. You don't have to lift like a bodybuilder. It's my whole main point. So if bodybuilding doesn't work, then what does? Well, I'm glad you asked because it's in the name of the title. It's called runner lifting and it's geared towards runners. It's what I found over the years works the best for my goals to be able to run fast, lift heavy, and look good. It's a way of training that allows you to be able to run a fast mile, run a fast marathon, whatever, but still have some muscle to show off on the beach, still be able to feel strong and not be like that super skinny runner. You won't be lifting 6 to 7 days out of the week. No, that's done. That's for bodybuilders. For runners, it's 2 to 4 days out of the week. You pick your easy run or off run days and you lift on those days. That's it. So for example, My easy run days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I'm currently doing a 3x full body workout split on those days. Your runs will still be quality and your lifts will still be quality. That way you can hit them both equally as hard and still have gains from them. Because if you did like a tempo run and then a lift right after, or vice versa, then both of them are going to suffer. You won't be seeing progress from either one. You're going to see some sort of like a plateau. Maybe initially you will see some strength gains, because when you start out with lifting, and honestly just any exercise in general, like think back when you first started running, you still saw some gains from, I don't know, like even have the crappiest diet ever, because you're still your body's getting used to the movement. Eventually you will plateau though, so you just want to make sure, just lift on your easy run days, make it easy for yourself. So instead of training muscles like you would as a bodybuilder, you're gonna train for the movements instead. And there's 7 key movement patterns that everyone does. That's the hinge, the squat, the push, pull, lunge, carry, and the core. So 7 of those. So instead of doing, let's say, a chest workout, you'll do a horizontal push. Instead of doing like a back or like a biceps workout, you'll do like a vertical pull or like a horizontal pull. This way, you can ensure that you're building lean muscle that works with your training and not against it. And as a byproduct, build strength and aesthetics that go along with it. So not only would your fitness improve with your running, your quality of life is gonna improve as well, because you're just gonna feel better. As for how many reps to do 8 to 15. It's high enough where you won't be fatiguing yourself from the intensity of going too low, and you won't be hurting yourself. And it's just low enough where, again, you won't be fatiguing yourself and going way too high. So it's in that perfect happy medium. As a beginner in lifting, just hone it into form. Every single session progress in some sort of way. So let's say for like week 1, you do a bench press of just the bar. Maybe next week you'll add 2.5 pounds each side if you're still in that 8 to 15 rep range. Over time, you'll get more comfortable with the exercise, and that's when you can start doing more like 6 to 12 reps, where you're not going super high up, but you're going lower, you're getting more strength gains out of that. And eventually over time, maybe like past the 8 to 12 week mark, you can start doing more like 3 to 6 rep sets of your bench press, squat, deadlift, overhead press. With runner lifting, you're not just chasing a pump, you're just building real functional muscle that looks good and performs well and works with your training. So now let's answer the question you've probably been thinking this entire video: which one's gonna build me the body that I want? Well, that's up to you and your goals. If you just want muscles that are just there, that pop out, they may slow you down over time, bodybuilding, totally fine. Go ahead and do that. If you want to go up on stage and compete, that's great. I'm not stopping you. But if you want lean, functional muscle that allows you to run fast, lift heavy, and look good, and works with your training rather than against it, runner lifting is gonna be the way to go. This was the exact approach I used when I ran a 5K under 17 minutes, just a minute off my 5K when I was like 20 pounds lighter, super skinny and insecure, a 225-pound bench press, and as a byproduct of training for performance, a body that I'm proud to call my own. So if you're tired of programs that make you feel sore, bulky, and tired all the time, link in the description down below, go check it out. It's seriously, just click on it. It's gonna save you so much time. I make videos for young, ambitious men who wanna run fast, lift heavy, and look good and maximize not just their fitness, but their quality of life as well. So if that's you, subscribe and follow for more.